Canada's Parliament hails its Sergeant-at-Arms for tackling the gunman who rampaged through its corridors. Kevin Vickers shot the intruder as the pair came face to face. Today, MPs show their gratitude. Here, the boss of the NHS in England calls for billions of pounds extra to stave off a crisis. And farewell, Alvin Stardust. The music business says goodbye to a glam rock hero. Join Ranveer Singh and me at 6:30.
Now, surviving the cut and thrust of politics is a challenge relished by MPs, especially when it comes to showing off their dogs. Today, MPs gathered for the Westminster Dog of the Year show.
Yes, it exists, and owners are judged on their dedication to dog care and welfare. As Alison Mackenzie reports, it was a Midlands MP who won.
That's order, order in dog language. Soaking up the fresh autumn air, MPs exit the chamber to show off their favourite friends, their pet dogs. Promoted by the Kennel Club and the Dogs Trust, the competition is a test of good dog ownership while celebrating the joy a pet can bring. Snowy clearly bringing out Michael Gove's softer side. But in the end, Rob Flello, the Stoke MP, and his rescue dog Diesel were declared the winners.
I'm delighted, as you might expect, but I think I'm more delighted for the fact that this brilliant event gives an opportunity to showcase that dogs like Diesel, if they're not taken out of rescue centres, they've got a pretty grim life ahead of them, and actually those are the lucky ones. And now Diesel's decided to lick the cameraman, which is great.
Diesel enjoys long walks and nutritional food, plus the occasional chocolate and cream cheese surprise. Recipe for a long life. Alison Mackenzie, ITV News, Westminster.
And a top dog. And of course, the chocolate Alison mentions is dog chocolate. Human chocolate, as we all know, is bad for your pet.
Yes. Now, Janelle is here to talk weather on Diwali Day. How is it looking, Janelle?
Well, the worst case scenario would obviously be rain tonight. We are expecting rain, but it's not coming tonight. But it will be a fairly cloudy night, which isn't great for fireworks, but you'll probably be able to see some of them from your window. So we are expecting that. We will be able to see some of the sparkly stuff really going on. The official Diwali in Birmingham is not until November, just so you know. But I've got all the welly weather information coming up in my forecast now. Hello, it's been a fairly dull day, not too much in the way of brightness, but thank you very much to Roger King for sending us the best part of autumn, which is all the beautiful colours. That cheers us up somewhat. Now, get your umbrellas ready because across the UK, a cold front is moving, and that's going to be affecting us mainly from overnight tonight into tomorrow morning in the afternoon, but that's going to be bringing plenty of rain with it. It will be a fairly dry night to start before that rain does push in. It's mild, lows of 11 to 13 Celsius. That's not much lower than today's highs, and it's also going to be a fairly cloudy night to come too. It's tomorrow morning that rain really begins to show us its face, seeing some heavy pulses of rain, and that could affect us as it's just before rush hour, so that could cause a couple of problems. But once that rain does move through, behind it's a fresher feel, and we're also expecting to see a bit more in the way of brightness behind it too. It will leave in its wake some isolated patchy rain even once that cold front has moved through. We're looking at highs of around 16 Celsius tomorrow, so it's still fairly mild. Going into the weekend, it's looking unsettled. The best of the brightness is on Saturday. By Sunday, it's cloudier. By Monday, staying cloudy still, and the odd spot of rain. The wind is going to be picking up over the weekend too, so it's looking fairly unsettled. But tonight, rain moves in.
And just before we go, let's give you a reminder of tonight's top stories on ITV News Central. Parents in Birmingham say a teaching programme which hopes to combat homophobia is inappropriate for their children. Challenging homophobia in primary schools is used by dozens of schools across the city, but some parents from Welford Primary School have submitted a petition against it.
Tributes have been paid to Alvin Stardust, who's died at the age of 72 after a short illness. The singer, who had been diagnosed with cancer, appeared on stage for the final time in Worcestershire at the weekend.
And congratulations to the MP for Stoke-on-Trent South, Rob Flello, who's won the much-coveted Westminster Dog of the Year show. Owners are judged on their dedication to dog care and welfare.
And that is about it from us for tonight. As ever, though, plenty more on the website, including more tributes to Alvin Stardust. I'm back with an update on the late news tonight at around 10:30. Until then, from the team, it's goodbye for now.
Happy Diwali. Bye-bye.
Hailing their hero, Canada's extraordinary tribute to the man who protected Parliament. MPs stood in honour of Sergeant-at-Arms Kevin Vickers, who shot dead a gunman rampaging through the building.
Also tonight, the boss of the NHS in England asks for big money and big change.
The first piece is we need to get healthier as a nation. The second is we need to change our services. The third piece is we need the support of the next government.
Utter disgrace, the decision to free police murderer Harry Roberts criticised by his victim's daughter.
And a king of glam rock, Alvin Stardust, dies at 72.
This is ITV News at 6:30 with Mark Austin and Ranveer Singh.
Good evening. It was the moment a nation said thank you to the man who risked his life protecting their parliament. Canadian MPs stood and applauded the Sergeant-at-Arms who 24 hours earlier had come face to face with a rampaging gunman and shot him dead.
There was also a moment of silence for the soldier murdered by the gunman. Canada's Prime Minister said his country would not be intimidated. Our correspondent Robert Moore has the latest from Ottawa.